So, I watched the rest of Kenobi, it's all out now. Like I predicted, it got bad. While the Book of Boba Fett filled me with rage and irritation, this just filled me with apathy and emptiness. It's just like, who even cares at this point? This is a show that had no reason to exist, like I and many other people said. It's telling the story of a character in a time period where his life is supposed to be uninteresting, and it has no stakes or tension. This video is going to be full of spoilers, by the way, so don't watch the video if you don't want to hear spoilers. Basically, the entire cast is characters who we know don't die or are significantly affected, aside from some side characters, which are barely characters at all and have almost no dialogue. There are long scenes that have no tension, like when Inquisitor Reva is hunting down Luke, or when Obi-Wan is under the rock stirring his fight with Vader, and it's just like, who cares? What does it matter? We already know what's gonna happen. There's nothing interesting here. A prequel of characters that we know are safe should focus more on character development, and side characters who we don't know is safe. And there's no character development in this show at all, really. Especially when you know what happens after this show. Kenobi finds out there's a resistance movement, almost kills Vader, which I'll get to, and then just fucks off to the desert for 10 years when he probably could have led to the downfall of the Empire and become a leader in the resistance movement himself, but like the Force or fate or whatever. Everyone in this show is giving a terrible performance. The director seems to be pretty talented. She directed one of the best episodes of Better Call Saul. She does not know how to shoot action, really. The scene when the stormtroopers are busting down the door to the rebel place and everyone's just walking in a straight line and shooting each other, just terrible. There are some writers who have worked on really good things involved. The writer of Drive was on this show. Also the writer of Army of the Dead, which is a terrible movie. But I don't know whose fault this was. I don't know if it was like a producer that was just basically Deborah Chow was ghost directing, but everyone's performance is terrible, and it's not just the writing. Obi-Wan seems bored and uninterested the whole time. Reva can just not deliver lines. I'm not giving any fault to the actors. Everyone's terrible, so it's clearly a problem with the directing. O'Shea Jackson Jr., aka Ice Cube's son, is giving a bad performance. It's just very flat, and he's very good in movies like Straight Outta Compton and Ingrid Goes West. The writing is just absolutely terrible. So many things just don't make sense. I'm not gonna list all the really stupid things because we'd be here all day, but two of my favorite dumb things are when this lady slaps a stormtrooper in the face when he has his helmet on, and it like dazes him for some reason, which makes no sense. Slap someone with a motorcycle helmet on, see what happens. Nothing will happen. And when Reva gets stabbed with a lightsaber and then somehow is completely fine and like fucking teleports to Tatooine, being there like, I don't know, like it looks like it's noon, so like 10 hours before Obi-Wan was there. I guess Obi-Wan was just sitting around for like ever, and then fighting Vader for like 6 hours. Those are just two of my favorite really dumb things. What's your favorite really dumb thing? Let me know in the comments. The whole show feels like filler, which I guess it kind of is filler for in between the prequels and A New Hope. But the majority of it, nothing interesting happens. Once again, there's no tension or stakes. Vader doesn't seem particularly interested in hunting down and killing Kenobi. He extinguishes fire, and then there's fire which stops him for some reason, and there's one person shooting a blaster. He's just like, okay, I guess I'll leave. And then later, when they're busting down the doors, Vader isn't even there, and he could have probably just killed everyone in like 30 seconds. Then, during Vader's fight with Kenobi, he throws some rocks on him, and it's just like, okay, I guess he died. I'm obsessed with this guy. I guess he died. Okay, whatever. And then Kenobi beating Vader is just so stupid and like ruins everything. It ruins Luke. It ruins the entire point of the original trilogy, that Vader is supposed to be this like unstoppable force, when Kenobi could have just killed him and just decided not to for literally no reason. I don't know how many people Vader is supposed to have killed personally, but let's say Obi-Wan let thousands, tens of thousands of people die for no reason, and then, like I said, just was like, let me go fuck off in a desert. I could have become the leader of the rebellion. Kinda ruins everything, but once again, at this point, just who cares? What does it even matter anymore? I'm just filled with emptiness and apathy. I did really like the fascist mole man. He reminded me of like a Rick and Morty character, like that episode where Rick keeps waking up in different universes and they all turn out to be Nazis, or like Combrocculus Michael vibes. Great character. I wish we got a show about him being a fascist instead of this. I would watch that. It would suck, but I would watch that. This was a meme when the show was first announced. Ewan McGregor went from saying how he's seen The Phantom Menace once and doesn't care about Star Wars like a few years ago, to immediately after his very expensive divorce saying how excited he is to play Kenobi again and how he's been looking forward to this his whole life. So I honestly think that the reason why he seems so bored is because he doesn't want to be in this, and he's only doing it to recoup the losses from his divorce. Anyway, that was Kenobi. If the Book of Boba Fett was like the rage part of Stages of Grief, this is just like acceptance. Like, honestly, who gives a shit anymore? What does it matter? What did you think of Kenobi? Did it make you feel emptiness? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe for more content of me sounding miserable. Bye bye!